Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to today's video. Hope you guys are doing well. We are 7 weeks out from the bodybuilding show, so we're gonna be getting it going. I've been weighing in around 204. I'm getting pretty lean, so we'll see what that stage weight's gonna be looking like. But gonna be taking you guys through a full day. We're gonna be hanging out today, just us. This is my last day in the States. We are actually flying out to France later today, so I don't know if I'll just get all my food done. Our flight's at 6:30 p.m. So we'll figure out how that runs because we arrive in France. Technically, it's going to be tomorrow morning. So it's like an overnight flight. So 6:30 p.m. and then we land at like 7:30 France time. So I'm just going to be taking my sleep pills and sleeping on the plane. But today, we are going to be hitting our macros. Macros have not changed. 64 fat, we have 275 carb, and then we have 214 protein. Your boy may trade some for some extra protein though, so we'll see how it plays out. And yeah, so we're going to be getting into it. Let's go. As you can see, we are having a stunning hair day. My hair just wanted to be like vertical today, so it is what it is. We're rocking with it. But we got meal number one, which is going to be Rice Krispies on top of some protein pudding. So we got 30 grams of Rice Krispies. We just have 2 scoops of Pea Science frosted chocolate cupcake protein. And then you just slowly add water and you mix. And we're also gonna be hitting this Berry Blast Ring Pop flavor. This is gonna be 200 milligrams of caffeine, so it's delicious. And it's my last day in the States for about like 8-9 days or so. So I wanna have a lot of my favorites today. So it's probably going to be a lot of Ninja Creamy. I just foresee it. I'm all stocked up. I made like 10 of them, and so today is going to be a good time with those. But we're having this, and also I just realized it says down here, nostalgic flavor. Yeah, because I haven't seen a Ring Pop in years. I don't know if they still make them. Let me know down below if you've seen a Ring Pop in the last 5 to 10 years. But I'm going to eat this up because I'm super excited to eat and probably see you at the gym. Going. All right, so we are in the gym. The original plan was to do a big butt, big back day. Yesterday we did legs and had a great workout. But this stage of the game of contest prep, I'm definitely feeling recovery is not as great, not as quick. So the legs I did yesterday is having my legs feel heavy and toast today. So what's today gonna be? It's actually gonna be a light session. So probably just trying to get some blood flow, easier weights, and again, just get a little bit of a pump and use this more as a recovery day. Further into this prep, I'm starting to see that, hey, 4 good workouts on a weekly, that may just be what it is to retain the muscle that I've got. So further ado, let's get into this recovery session. You guys didn't even get to see because I didn't expect to do a light session today, but check the socks. Nicole's got we have the color coordination going. We got the Flamin' Hot Cheetos socks and the orange shorts, so I'm pretty pumped about my outfit. we're back home and we got the next meal. So I made a creamy concoction. If you guys have been following me, if you have not been following me, I will give you the recipe. It's 450 grams of unsweetened vanilla almond milk, so they're 30 calories per serving. 1 scoop of cake pop flavored PE Science protein. 8 grams of sugar-free, fat-free pudding mix. 8 grams of sweetener, so I use erythritol, and a pinch of salt. And then you just mix that up and freeze overnight, and then it comes out to this awesome consistency. Boom. Ninja creamy. These things are amazing. It's 200 calories, and I think this thing is like 25, 30 grams of protein. And then I am pairing that up with some cinnamon apples. So made some cinnamon apples. That is just, there it is. So it is an apple cut up, and then I have just some water, some more of that pudding mix, and cinnamon and sweetener. So it's kind of like it comes with like this cinnamon sauce almost, and then I'll take a little bit of this and just like throw it in, and then you pick up an apple and you get that amazing bite. And that's money. So I simmer this. You put the water, sweetener, cinnamon, and the apple all in a little saucepan. You cook that up for about 3 minutes while this is mixing. And then you're gonna eat this up. Really delicious meal. And then about training, that is sometimes how training goes, especially right now. The way I do my rest days is I try to show up to the gym every morning. And there's often gonna be, let's say outside of prep, there's usually 1 or 2 days where I'm just gonna be like, it's not it, I don't have the strength today. And it's just no matter after I get warmed up a little bit, the weight's not moving, and that happens. Not every day is a PR setting day. So oftentimes I give myself 1 or 2 days a week where I just pack it up and go home, or have a light session, or just do some steps on the treadmill. Right now in prep, I'm seeing an increase in frequency of those days. So now I'm really striving to get like 4 or 5 solid training sessions in, knowing that we're gonna have days like today where after a really good workout yesterday, pretty spent today. So really my goal is to have at least 4 quality sessions on a weekly, because the battle now is to preserve the muscle that I have. We're not necessarily making new muscle where I want to get like 5 or 6 workouts in, but we want to get enough, of enough stimulus for the muscle to stick around, and also really fighting to beat the logbook would be ideal, but still just not giving up ground on the logbook, because I'm losing mass, I'm losing fat, leverages are changing, so it's really a battle to maintain that. So let's say if you're losing, even in your own journey, if you're losing like 30 pounds, but you maintain your strength, remember that mass, your body mass, is in the force equation. So you're still winning ultimately. Your per pound strength is going up. You're probably gonna have a little bit more muscle. But I'm gonna eat this up, and then I will see you guys in a bit. Heyo, we are in the office. It is around 7 a.m. So today I woke up around 4, and then we got to the gym around 5:15. And then that workout was really quick. It was only like an hour or so. Just again, it was a light session, and we got to move on. So now we are getting the day started. So it's around 7. Trying to be productive 7 a.m. till around noon. So my main goals for today, it's a Tuesday. So Tuesday is usually trying to create a lot of content for Instagram and stock those up so I have content, especially since we leave for our trip. I want to make sure that I have a good amount that I can just post as we go. Don't want to be in France, having to create a bunch of content. That being said, we'll have internet so we can still get stuff done. And then also there's going to be a lot of train rides. I guess you can almost say we're backpacking. I think kind of that's almost what it's called, because we're going to be at like 5 or 6 different places we're sleeping. So we're going all around France. It's going to be a good time. I'm excited. The thing I'm most excited for is Mont Saint Michel. So if Nicole is editing this, so can you show them what that is? Super cool. I'm excited for that. But we're going to be making a lot of posts, making sure that everything is streamlined and ready to go for our in terms of the business. So everything is good to go in terms of some of the conversations that need to be done. Make sure that the house is good to go for the next 8 days. We have a water softener. So I got to stock it up with salt. If you know, you know. What is it? Well systems and stuff. So I'm going to make sure that everything in the house is ready to go. So we're going to be doing our thing, and then also make sure that all the conversations that need to be done and stuff for our retreat is in a good spot, because priority in France is probably going to be Francing. So we'll see how much I'll be able to do, but we'll also be on trains and stuff. And we're launching a September challenge coming up. So get all our materials ready for that for our for HFP and get that pretty much ready to launch. So those are a couple of my goals. We got content, make sure that house is ready to go, business is ready to go, and of course pack. So kind of packed, but you got to do all the finalizing of stuff with the packing. So we'll see you guys in a bit. All right, so now we got the next meal and we got another creamy concoction. So we need to have a creamy counter on this vlog. So this is number 2. And the thing I changed to make this one chocolate is I changed the flavor of the pudding mix I used, not the Cake Pop protein. So what I learned is the frosted chocolate cupcake, my favorite protein powder from P Science, but it doesn't taste as good in the creamy. The Cake Pop is the way to go, but change your flavor by changing the sugar-free pudding mix. Cheat codes. So this one actually tastes exactly like a Wendy's Frosty in terms of like the chocolatiness. And then I did this one I did with the peanut butter cups from Quest. So this one's a little bit more fat and a little bit more protein. So we're gonna eat that up, and now I'm just getting a little bit of steps in because we got our flight earlier in the day today, so I'm still trying to hit my 12,000 steps per day. And banged out a lot of content. I'm really happy. Usually I have my goal for like Tuesdays to make like 5 pieces. I think I made 7 or 8. I still want to get like a 9th one. And it's really just me like setting that goal and that bar a little bit higher. I feel like a lot of times like we don't know like what we can do until you see someone do, you know, like another level. Like I'm a big fan, Alex Hormozy. I remember he tells a story of he put out like 500 flyers for something. And he tested and he was like, oh, I didn't get any responses. That didn't work. And then he talks to his buddy and the guy's like, oh, how much did you test with? He's like, oh, 500. He's like, oh, I think it's like a couple thousand a day to test with. And he's like, when I find something that works, I do like 100,000 flyers or something. So it's just that amount of volume. Sometimes you just need somebody else to kind of, you know, break that mold for you. So got a lot more done today, which is going to get me ahead of the game. And I feel like I can really, you know, push my pace a little bit. And if anybody, you know, watching this, I don't know how many entrepreneurs or anything I have doing this, but it's applicable to anybody. And this has been the I guess the theme of my last like week or two that's been really impactful for me in terms of, I guess, entrepreneurship and stuff like that. But just reflecting on, it works in everything, but reflect on what's actually working. Take a second, because we get lost in like doing and doing and doing. Sometimes just take a time to reflect on what you've been doing or what you've done. What are the top 20% of performers or the things that, you know, had the best impact or result? And then what are the 80% of things that didn't do good? So the 80-20 principle. And then double down on doing more of the 20% that did really well. I'm tackling this from a content perspective. I saw, hey, 4 or 5 pieces popped off out of, I put out probably in a month span on Instagram like 60 pieces of content. So 4 really performed well, so let me make more of the ones that performed well. And I feel like not a lot of times I give myself that time to reflect. So hopefully that's applicable to you in whatever you do. But take the time to reflect, to see what's working. Maybe it's, you know, date night. What it's actually, you know, having like good relationship stuff. I don't know, but reflect on what's working, double down on that, and then do less of what's not working. Simple, easy to say, hard to do. I'm gonna eat my ice cream now. We got another one. Here is the apple concoction as it gets cooked. So you see the apples, water, cinnamon, and sweetener, and a little bit of that pudding mix. So that thickens, the plot thickens. And then we got, what is this, creamy number 3. The funny thing is, we just like emptied out our fridge. So one, I love creamies. So that's why I'm eating a lot of them, but also like we don't have much else. We got creamy count number 4. We got some 3 Oreos as the mix in, and we did another chocolate one. So these are all 200 calories as the base, and then usually do 100 calories of toppings. So it's really calorie efficient, and that's why I eat so much of them. But also, again, our fridge is cleaned out because you don't want any perishables that are gonna be in there sitting alone for 8 to 10 days. But gonna be eating this up. We're gonna get some steps in because it's gonna be the last time we see the dogs for around 8 to 10 days, and I gotta get my 12K steps. But me and Nicole, we've been packing the last couple hours, almost done there. I think things are mostly ready, and we're gonna be hitting the road in just a little bit. a little bit being a few hours, so still more time for some creamy. And then also I may want to eat something besides just ice cream all day because micronutrients are important as well as vegetables and stuff. So I think we have some frozen veggies, and that's the benefit of having those stocked up. So further ado, gonna eat this. We're gonna get some steps in. See you guys in a bit. We're back. So we are about to get going for France, and then I got my final meal before we close up, and I think you guys are gonna be happy about this. I did a frozen bag of broccoli. We got 4 servings here. Look how amazing this looks. Like, wow. It's all like mushy and stuff, but we're gonna throw on some of the seasoning. These are delicious, the white cheddar flavor. So I'll put a little bit of that seasoning on there. And then of course, we got one more of these, so the count I think is at 5, but that's all the time we're gonna have for today. But I still have like 500 to 600 calories left, I believe, and that's gonna be finding some food, maybe some fruit at the airport lounge, or I'll have some Quest bars in my travel bag in case I wanna like snack on the plane. So keep you guys posted with what I'm gonna eat there, but we're gonna be trading out the big cam I have here, and we're gonna be going on the shoot, the run and gun little cam, moving over to that one. So that's gonna be what we're using all throughout France. But I'm gonna eat up this delicious broccoli mush. Gonna have one more of these bad boys with 3 Oreo thins in it. And then we're gonna see you probably at the airport will be the next time we talk. All right, so we are at the airport now. And as 50 Cent would say, we are in the club. So we're in the United Club. Final meal. We got some Diet Shasta Cola, a little bit of water. Other pickups, we got 2 of these tall salads that are dry. And they did have fat-free Italian dressing, so it's like 25 calories. I won't use the full thing, but I may grab a couple of these salads. It's gonna be no more than 25 carbs. Gonna have that, and then on the airplane ride, it's gonna be a 7-hour flight. I got 6 Quest bars in my bag, but I'll just be probably having 2 during the flight. That's gonna do it for today's video. That is today's day of eating. Gonna be in France in like 7 hours. Macros are 68 fat, we got 243 carb, we have 236 protein, and we have 65 grams of fiber. Thanks to this bad boy. Cookie dough is the best flavor. But thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Next video, we'll be doing some stuff in France for the next vlog. But 6, 7, 8 weeks out. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.